Right on, Dave. How's things, mate? Yeah. I hope we got broad shoulders. Well, you know, shoulder blades anyway. Yeah, I want to talk to you about father. Christ, what a bloody mess. He fell down, didn't he, on February the 12th. 7 hours on the bathroom floor. Tried to make contact with him and realised someone was up, so got up there, got the ambulance. The ambulance boys are right on. And the girl. Got up, got over to the hospital, thought, getting checked out. So he was in there, I left him there for the night, come home and went up the next day. He was in there for a few days, checking out. He had a bit of a chest infection, delirium, which explained why he didn't know he was in his own house when he fell. They looked after him, done a good job. Nurse said to me that obviously when he leaves they'll supply in a steps package and all that. He gets 6 weeks care provided, to make sure he's better and all that. So things was looking good. Then on the 22nd of February, they moved him down to Barncoots. Got to do a bit physio on his legs, getting all the muscles going, yeah, I'll plug you in next week, don't worry about it. Yeah, so he was in there. Seemed to be going on alright. I went up and seen him most days, but could never pin anyone down as to what they're actually doing, what's wrong with them and all that. So I managed to grab the nurse and said, can I talk to somebody? What's happening with father? Where are we going? Where are we heading? What's the long-term, solution and all that? So they said the same thing. They said we got to try and get him better, getting home with a care package and all that. Be all provided for 6 weeks. We get a lifeline, which the old button there to push like that. Make sure. Make sure his eyes light up. Make sure if he fall down, he can get help because he's 90, very frail. He's my dad, but he's also. I said he's very hard of hearing. Pay attention, you twat. He don't always understand complex things, so he always leaves me to, handle things like that. If he want a ham sandwich or a cup of tea, but he's 90. So they're sort of looking after him up there, and I went up seen him one day, and a nurse come up, and I think it was the 26th, if I remember rightly, 26th of March. It was about 4 o'clock, just on the bed chatting with father. Nurse come up, she said, sign this. Give me a piece of paper. I stood there waiting for it back. I said, well, if you don't mind, I would like to read it. Two pages. I said, what is it? She said, oh, it's a consent form. They're having a DST meeting on the 28th at 10:30 in the morning. I said, all right, what's that, next month? She said, no, this month. I said, well, hang on, 26th, 28th. I said, that's 42 hours notice. It's a bit short notice. I know it's terrible of me to have a business, to earn a living and to have appointments booked in, but very, very inconsiderate of me. But couldn't make the meeting anyway, so I thought they'll probably send someone on, book another one. Weekend I was away in London, which was booked weeks, if not months before, obviously father's fall. So when I gets back on the Monday, this social worker guy rings me up, Alex Roy Barraclough, as his boss called him. She made that mistake, she called him Roy, but I said that's better actually, he's a bloody comedian. He rang up and he said they had the meeting last Thursday, and obviously your dad didn't qualify for funding. I said, I had what meeting? He said, the DST. I said, oh, right, okay. I said, is that the one I got the piece of paper for that needs signing. What does it say here? We got a little star here. Says on the front. Oh, because of course old people can't read and write, can they? So it says on the front, if the person cannot write, sign their own name to give consent. Get them to put their mark on the back. Well, obviously I'd explain to them I got power of attorney for Dad, so I should be the one that signed it, or if they had asked, Dad could have signed it. So we turn the form over on the other side, and it says, I am signing to give my consent for this assessment to go ahead. This is a patient stroke carer consent form to have the DST meeting. If this form is not signed, the meeting will not go ahead. Is that right, Dave? Have a look at that one. Where's your flashers over that? Is it? Yeah, that's what it says, isn't it? If you didn't sign, the meeting won't go ahead. Well, they had the meeting. Obviously broke the rules. Hell. Oh well. Right. That's not good. So I obviously pointed out that the meeting was illegal because they broke the rules, and they disagreed. They said you can give verbal consent. Well, according to the national framework, if you check it out on consent, it actually has to be written. So yes, you have broke the rules. Anyway, this Alex Barraclough comes storming in on the phone. Want to do a financial assessment on your dad? I said, well, what's that for? Financial assessment, hang on, yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah, we had the same thing with Mother, didn't we? We want your money. And I said, no, you ain't having it, pal, go away. So then we speaks to his boss, Ellen Townsend, and she denied that he would have said that. I don't know if she knows that, whether she was there when he wasn't saying what he did say. Anyway, don't know. So I said the same to her, and I said I want the name of the assessor who carried out that meeting. Now, those of you that don't understand, this is done by the CHC, Continuing Healthcare, and the KCCG, which is the Kernow Clitoral Commissioning Group. What's that, Dave? Kernow Clinical. Sorry, Kernow Clinical Commissioning Group. That's the other one. They'd be a right bunch of. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they appear on the scene, and yeah, more bull. I've asked their complaint manager up St Austell, got hold of her, Jodie Phelps, and I said I want the name of the person who's carried out this assessment, but that is now under the Data Protection Act. And yet, when I was at the hospital, the sister up there, Josie Lackaslacka, something like that. There's till I got her name here somewhere. I have got them down here. Hang on. I'm sure I put them down here. Oh. No. I am made a mistake, am I? No, I am. Here he is. Josie Lasklazak. That's it. And Paul Milford, Anna Emberton. They was all there at the meeting. And they said, yes, you'll be sent a copy of that DST. Whatever the result, you'll be sent a copy as per procedure. Well, you haven't applied now. Suddenly you can't get hold of it. You've got to apply and wait, Christ knows how many years. Been looking too good here, Dave, is it, so far? Almost like a cover-up. Anyway, we go down. Yeah, I managed to get hold of this Jodie Phelps up in Austell. She's on the Kernow Clinical Commissioning Group. Not the one. And she's on the complaints team. Quite a busy woman, I should think. But they got a complaint number. 01726 627 800. Hey, you rung it of it. What's that? You rung it and nobody answered. Well, that's strange, isn't it? I mean, that's the complaints line. Nobody answered it. And you was on there for, yeah. That's a strange day, isn't it? We better let him know on that anyway. Yeah, I got hold of this Jodie Phelps, and she said that she'll find out who done that assessment. She said, that'll make you happy, will it? I said, well, yeah, I need to know who done the assessment. Because obviously I don't want them, same person, doing the new assessment, because they're obviously incompetent. You know, they haven't got a signed consent form, meeting shouldn't have went ahead. Simple procedure. That's the trouble with this NHS lot, isn't it? I mean, I'm a gas engineer. If I cock up, someone's house blow up, I'm accountable to health and safety, gas safe, so on. But with this lot, they seem they can just say what they want when they want and go away and put it in writing and we'll carry on meanwhile. No, I'm sick of that, and I think hundreds of people are sick of it. So it's about time you are accountable for your actions. You're going to break the law, you will be held accountable. And you have done it to me before, and you are not going to do it again. So anyway, we go from Helen Townsend, Alex Roy Barraclough's boss, on to the head of patient flow. Head of patient flow. It's good, isn't it? A Mrs. Karen Sani Matthews. Eh? Why Sani? Well, Sani flow, patient flow, they're both full of, yeah. Yeah, she come on the scene now. I pray she's not very nice. She's not very nice at all. But as I say, she's obviously accountable. So right. Meantime, we Monday, 1st of April, met the occupational therapist at Dad's for a home check. Yep. Bed'll fit, all this, blah blah blah. We got the key safe fitted. We got the lifeline fitted, the bed and all the equipment delivered. Things are looking right on. We're moving. So I also emailed Sani copy of the nursing code of conduct, bullet point 42, failure to gain consent, which is obviously in their codes of practice. So the person whose name we can't be told is the one that's got to answer for that. So I rang the CQC. That was a waste of time. I don't know what they do. We're responsible for nurses, healthcare workers, social workers, all this. So I went through the problem with them. Melanie up and got back to me. No, there's much you can really do. So thanks for that. Nice, lovely, big office in London, I expect. Right, so now we're down to Monday the 8th of April. I mean, there's a lot going on in between this. This is a short version. Hey, stay away. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is a condensed version. So anyway, we're down to Monday the 8th now. On the way to work, just out. Dale's courier was going over the bridge there, cut down into Chasewater. Phone went up. Sani Matthews. Now this is going somewhere. We're moving ahead. They've agreed to a new date for a new meeting. So this is Monday the 8th. She's rung me about 20 to 9 in the morning. Andy, I got 3 dates for the meeting. Three dates for the meeting. I said, all right, what are they? She said, well, today. Yeah, today. I know I got work booked in. I know that. Got tomorrow, Wednesday the 9th. Wednesday the 9th? No. That's my 25th wedding anniversary, Mark. I don't think Mrs. will want me going to a meeting. And I don't particularly want to go to a meeting either. Bit short notice, really. And, we got Wednesday. We got Wednesday the 10th. So there's 3 dates for you, Andrew. Which one would you like? Well, actually, on Wednesday, I was taking my wife to Penzance Hospital for a scan. She's not allowed to drive, so I had to go. I wanted to go, and I will go to support her through a difficult time. difficult enough without all this bull. So, you know, then she says she thought it was unacceptable for me to refuse 3 dates. One of which is like, today, cancel all you're doing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what planet they're on there. I don't know. NHS Planet Cuckoo Land. But it's funny when you talk to them all, the head of Saniflow, oh no, KCCG, they do that, they book that. So you go and speak to the KCCG, they book that on the ward, Barncoos, yeah. Nobody, you know, left hand, right hand, innit? But, bloody mess, isn't it? See, even I'm flummoxed now. Now, this week, Jesus. Trouble is, you're getting down now, my work is suffering. My relationship is suffering with my wife, because I'm so stressed, because I don't need all this bullshit. So, you're going to answer for this. But this week, Sani, well, she's gone above and beyond Call of Duty. She phoned me up to say they'd been in touch with Trafula, Kernow at St Day, and they want to put father up there because they need the bed. They can't send him home, but they need the bed. So spoke to father. No, I ain't going to no home. I ain't going to no. I said, don't worry, Dad, you aren't going to no home. No problem. Yeah, she let me know she was going to send this assessor from Trafula down to see Dad tomorrow to check that he's okay. They will accept him in the home. That's how it goes, I suppose. My mum is in Trafula, actually. She's up there, bless her. Full-blown dementia, been in there not quite 2 years, but not far off. So I went to the home that afternoon, and just to see how my mum was. And I thought, while I'm on the phone, I'll find out what time that assessor's coming down to speak to father. So they didn't have one booked, did they? So I thought, oh hell, I'd better ring Sani and let her know. Heller, she went some quiet. She's a bit lost for words, I don't know. She said, I don't know what happened, I'd better ring him back. I said, I think you better. Anyway, she rung back again, said we're going to put Dad down St Kevern now, down Paul Venton. I said, he ain't going. He doesn't want to go. So, meanwhile, Sani and the doctor go out on the ward and see father, throw a lot of questions at him, 90 in hospital, delirious. Are you okay to have a meeting with this assessor, Mr. Dunstan? Yeah, he says, yeah. So I went up and seen an afternoon after work, found out about this, and I said, he said, father, I said, you've agreed to that meeting? He said, yeah. He said, well, I couldn't refuse, could I? I said, well, actually, you can refuse, and you can actually change your mind. So with Sani sat there by Dad's bed, Dad changed his mind and said, I don't want this assessment then, because I don't want to go into a home. So he said, you better cancel this woman. And Sani said, I can't cancel her, she's coming up. The assessment's going ahead. I said, well, he isn't. I said, because I shall be here at 12 o'clock tomorrow, and I can assure you he ain't going ahead. Well, anyway, I actually rung the home, and as a courtesy, just to say not to waste their time and come up, because my dad is not going to speak to them. Now, at this point, you're all thinking, he's got a few bits of paper here. He's reading this. Well, actually, I got a lot more than bits of paper. I got proof that all this has happened. I've got recorded calls of nearly every phone call. So you will answer for this. So we stopped them going down there. Thursday afternoon now. 3:43, mobile line. Oh, it's Sammy. Your dad's coming home tomorrow. Great, brilliant. We'll be dropping him off between 9:30, 12:30. We'll give you notice. I said, that's great, that's absolutely great. So went out that night, got shopping, got milk and all that, whatever. Had a phone call 9:05 on my mobile. Ambulance crew, we're outside Dad's house, where are you? I said, well, you're coming between 9:30 and 12, and you were going to give us plenty of notice. And I didn't like the guy's attitude. Obviously he's following orders from above, and he said, well, if there isn't no one here soon, then we'll take him back to hospital. I said, look, I said, my missus has gone out shopping, I'm actually at work, I will ring her and find out how long she's going to be. So I managed to get hold of the wife. When I rang her, she's pulling up outside. So in they come, you drop him in. They dropped him in, and he had no night bags for his catheter, which the carers pointed out, obviously not something I understand, but when the first carer came to empty his catheter, there was no bottle, to empty it in. There'd been no skin barrier cream prescribed. They can only use prescribed. There was none of that left. That afternoon, my wife was there, and no carer had turned up, so she rang up, and it turned out the care package had actually been booked to start on Saturday. So this is Friday, so they sent someone out, an emergency call, and looked after him. And I've met the carers, and they're fantastic, absolutely brilliant. And I must reiterate, all the nurses on the ward at Barncoo's, absolutely brilliant, fantastic. There's a couple of really cracking nurses up there, and absolute credit to the NHS, and obviously working there because they care. But as for these people in their little offices, I'm not quite so sure, and I'm sure many of you have encountered this, and it is about time that people stood up to these bullies and make them accountable, because they are. There are people within those organisations they are answerable to. You cannot get to them, but this is why I'm making this video, to get to them, to get this stopped. And if it stops one family going through what my family has been through the last few weeks, then it's worth it. We all hear about NHS funding. Yes, it could probably be more in the pot, but to lie, push people around, bully people, go behind their back, undermine families, try and split them up, ignore power of attorney, ignore families' requests, ignore the request of a 90-year-old man. I know he's a criminal. Do you know what his crime was? He worked all his life to put into that pot to get help. And he's treated like this by a penny pinching organisation. But to top it all, after they dropped him home, I got an email from a Vicky Curtis, social services boss is Helen Townsend, whose boss is Sammy at the top. I got an email saying that the care package is 2 weeks. I mean, those of you that know me, I'm terrible with numbers, aren't I? I was told 6 weeks all along. My dad, it was always 6 weeks of care. People I spoke to in the industry, they said it's absolutely unheard of. And this is just pure spite. Karen Matthews. It's pure evil spite. And I hope you get dragged right over the coals. I really do. But until this is sorted, I'm not really having anything more to do with you. I was due to have a meeting with Vicky this Wednesday, which is the 17th, at Barncoo's at 10 o'clock. But now she wants to have that meeting at my father's house. Well, that is not happening. My father is not going to put through any more stress. He is recuperating. He's resting. And I remind you, he is a frail 90. I'm human. I do make mistakes. And when I do, I apologise. He is a frail 90-year-old man. As are hundreds, thousands, all across the country, who've been treated like this and palmed off and kicked out of beds. Oh. Yeah. By the way, Sani, I remember you saying to me, and I'm sure lots of other people will hear it soon, my dad is medically fit. He's optimally physically fit to go home. And he asked me to get him home, thinking he was fit. So I got him home. And my wife looked after him for about 4 hours that day. And the carers came on Friday. And I called in to see him on the way home.